Dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to meet you all here today. Thanks for joining our Unicorn Pitches in Israel. My name is Maria. I'm a Chief Partnership Officer of the Unicorn.Events. Unicorn.Events is now the world's largest online pitch contest for the number of events held and for our geography. Our events are held because of our global sponsors, our network VC, platinum sponsor, our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, our silver sponsor, Startup Inc. Our events are held on 3 stages. Today, we are gathered here on the first local pitch event, Unicorn Pitches. The winner of today's event will be promoted to the Unicorn Battle, the international pitch event. And this season, next season, winter season, will be dedicated to different spheres, and the winners of all the unicorn battles will represent their spheres on the global finals on March 16th. So mark the date. You are all invited to join us on March 16th. We are a smart ecosystem with a variety of software solutions which make it possible to solve quickly and efficiently any task in a field of innovation, startups, and venture capital. In the heart of our ecosystem, we have our network VC fund. We have our marketplace startup network for startups, investors, service providers. We also have our Startup Inc. It's a special onboarding platform for investors where they can go into deals. Our Unicorn.Events, the world's largest online pitch contest, VC House, as a special structure and network where only VCs can go into and exchange their deals where they are acting like lead investors. And our Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is a special entity that allows business angels to invest deals all over the world. And today's event is held thanks to my wonderful partners, company Take It Forward, and their founding team, Jennifer Elias and Jessica Rosner. I'm very happy to meet you today. And now I'm excited to pass the microphone to you. Hi, ladies.
Hi, thank you so much, Maria. Thank you all for joining us and welcome to the Unicorn Pitch Israel. My name is Jessica Rosner. Here is my partner, Jennifer Elias. She'll wave hi. We are the founders of Take It Forward, an innovation agency based in Israel. We create innovation programs in order to help investors and global corporates to work together with Israeli technologies. We have launched over 100 innovation programs, competitions, accelerator, corporate innovations for clients from all over the world, Europe, Asia, the US, and South America. Through creating these relationships and experiences, we have built one of the largest networks of Israeli tech research discoveries from universities and ecosystem partners that are establishing innovation as a key characteristics across our partners' business and growth strategy. We're happy to present here some amazing and advanced technologies and startups and that are changing the future that we know. And we wish everyone good luck. We would like to also say a big thank you to the Unicorn team and especially Maria for partnering with us on this event and our previous events together. And of course, we want to also thank all the talented judges that have joined us today. We're sure that you're going to do a great job in voting and rating our startups. Maria, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Now it's time for judges to make a brief intro of each of you. Please name your fund, your geography of investment, check size, and anything you wish. Now the stage is yours. Please raise the virtual hand. Can you see this? Peter? Hello, Peter.
Hey guys, I guess I'll just start it. I'm the only one Mister here. Have to make that joke. Anyway, looking forward to these pitches. I'm based in Singapore, venture partner with R2I Ventures. We invest in deep tech, med tech. We do have a presence in Israel. One of my venture partner colleagues, Danielle Titchener. So I don't know if you know her or not. but she's based in Tel Aviv. I hope she was here, but anyway. Size of a check is anywhere from seed to Series A, generally 100,000. It really depends on the opportunity. It can go as high as 10 million, but it really depends. So again, happy to be here. Looking forward to today's pitches and hopefully see some nice deal flow. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. You'll definitely find great deals today. And hello, Jim.
Good morning. Well, at least good morning from the Space Coast of Florida. Always great to be with you guys. My newest venture is JPT Ventures, really focused on elevating the human experience, doing a lot of investments and innovation elevation around human basic needs. And if we're ever to go off planet, we need to solve things like energy, housing, food, water, and we wouldn't be able to go off planet if we didn't solve those things for the planet first. So my big focus is space-related technologies, but that does equate back to human basic needs. Usually it's most of the projects I work on are early stage, pre-revenue, and seed investments. So great to be with you guys.
Great that you are with us. Thank you. Hello, Gary.
Hello, it's great to be here. I actually see some familiar faces, Leon and Mel. It's great to Jim. Actually, almost everybody here. So my name is Gary Fowler. I'm a serial entrepreneur and investor. I've been involved in 17 startups and several unicorns. I was on the original management team of the Israeli company, Click Software, which was sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion. We took it to a NASDAQ IPO, et cetera. I've been involved in 17 startups over my time. In fact, I just had another exit this year, Aviva, which I co-founded with Dr. David Yang. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world and opportunities are not. I'm the CEO, president, and founder of GSD, Get Shit Done Venture Studios. We're a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in Palo Alto, California. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread, but opportunities are not. We work a lot in Israel. In fact, we got some sessions coming up in the near term. We just did one with Bill Reichert, Guy Kawasaki's partners. So it's great to be here. And we love to invest. So we've done everything from 250. We've been involved in $30 million investments. Zozo Day. So FYI. Thanks.
Thank you, Gary, for being with us today. Benny, hello again.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Maria. Benny Rubinstein. I'm also based in Tel Aviv. I used to run and I built the first partner of Microsoft Ventures in Latin America, invested in many companies, Brazil, Argentina, and in Israel. I'm also a former founding team member of Microsoft Azure, a cloud platform. And currently I advise a few AI startups here in Israel, as well as the 5th largest private bank in Brazil. So that's me.
Thank you. Hi, Gaio.
Hi, Maria. Greetings to everyone from fuzzy and murky Belgrade. First of all, Maria and Jennifer as well. I would like to thank you both for your trust, and I must admit that I was looking forward to today's event with excitement, since this is the 3rd time that I'm officially meeting the Israeli startup ecosystem through Unicorn.Events within partnership between Israeli Take It Forward and Startup Network. Furthermore, it is always a pleasure to be at any of your events, especially considering the importance of the topic, the exceptional speakers, and the expert event judges. As far as my background is concerned, for the ones who haven't met me in the past, I'm a senior finance executive with more than 17 years of experience in financial management administration, including many years in senior analytics and business transformation roles in corporate settings. So I moved from the corporate to a startup. And of course, with operations management within startups, SME and SMB organization. I have worked in a variety of industries, including FMCG, financial services, telecommunication, and technology across Southeast and Eastern Europe. So I'm basically here in the capacity of a business consultant and a representative of 2 multifamily offices and an investment fund from Southeast Europe that mainly invest in deep tech, health tech, financial technology, and industry agnostic startups. So additionally, considering my judging experience, I was among the semifinals 8-member jury of the Best Technology Innovation 2020 competition in Serbia in the category of realized innovations. As far as this competition is concerned, dear founders, I wish you all the best. Pitch focusedly and don't disperse your presentations. Just be focused. So thank you for the opportunity. Good luck to everyone, and may the best one win.
Thank you, Gaia, for your support. Now it's turn for Uria. Hello. You are muted.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Maria. It's a privilege to attend this fantastic contest. It's my second time, and I get always very excited to meet new and great Israeli entrepreneurs and ideas. My name is Uria Fiano. I'm an execution strategy advisor. I'm a mentor and tech entrepreneur with about 15 years of expertise in marketing and business development for pre-seed to round A stage startups. My main mission is to guide CEOs through the journey and scale the revenue when most of the time the market is different than what it was expected in the original strategy. I launched my first startup back in 2002 when innovation was about SMS and email marketing. So this is one of the reasons why I always get very excited about this kind of events, because it reminds me when everything started. And I moved to Israel for 10 years, and that is when I understood how great is the opportunity to work with Israel and the Israeli brilliant minds. I can say that I've seen or survived many kind of challenges, marketing, sales, operations. As a farmer, as a farmer, that is a good lapsus. As a founder and myself, and probably thinking about the farmer, I think that execution is probably what startups should focus on. What I understand is that the execution makes the difference probably more than the strategy as of today. So what I really love to do and what I really like to say to all of you is that try to get and achieve a killer execution. Whenever you think about your pitch or deck, whenever you think about speaking about your efforts and so, try to understand that at the end of the day, you have to get your hands dirty, boots and everything. And this is from my point of view where everything starts. So I'm looking forward to learning more about you. And thanks a lot again, Maria, and take it forward for having me here with you today. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Okay, dear judges, we have some minutes, please. Who else wants to introduce yourself?
I can introduce myself. My name is Leon Eisen. I am a serial entrepreneur and inventor. My first company invented the world's first FDA-cleared pulse oximetry monitor at wrist long before anybody else get into this rat race. And today, all the companies using this device like a predicate for FDA. And I'm a venture partner at GVI Venture and venture partner at Network VC. At the same time, I am a senator to Israel at World Business Angel Investment Forum. This is an affiliated organization with G20. And we have our small venture capital fund as well. But mostly we deal with how to help with financial inclusions over the world. At the same time, I'm an official mentor at Israeli Expert Institute, dealing with startups and well-developed companies as well, helping them to reach the peak performance. And I'm a global advisor. I advise governments, and this is what we're doing. And this is my first time here to judge such amazing companies. I learn about these companies. It's amazing. It's very nice. It's very interesting. And I really look forward to a very interesting experience.
Thank you, Leon. Welcome to our Unicorn family. Okay, and we have raised hand from Ahad. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Maria, Jennifer, and it's really a pleasure. It's the second time I'm here. It's always fascinating, and this is the first time that it's in Israel, so it's even better. Even though my fund, which is called Copia, invests in agriculture and food technologies, I have some background also in high tech. I was one of the seed investors in a company called Maxima that was sold to Microsoft. And also I was on the board of directors of Jakarta that was sold to Uniform this year. I'm an agronomist by profession. I'm a chairman of 2 companies. So my background is not financial or lawyer. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a businessman, I'm a manager. And I'm very excited to be here for the second time and wish everybody good luck.
Thank you very much, Ahad. And we have a raised hand from Mel. Hello.
Hi, Maria, thank you. So my name is Mel La Rosa. I am the CEO of the Innovation Center of Schneider Hospital here in Israel. So our thing is healthcare innovation. It is just that nowadays healthcare innovation, it's not only about medicine anymore. We have to be able to understand and use data, AI, ML, establish complex IT infrastructures, cybersecurity. Everything is involved now in our day-to-day work in the hospital. Therefore, I'm very glad to be here and joining the panel and hearing soon the great pitches that are scheduled for today. Thank you.
Thank you. We are happy you're today with us. Okay. And any other volunteers? If no, so yeah, we have raised hand from Saul. Hello.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be back. As Gary said, it's nice to see some friendly faces and to meet the new ones. Thank you so much for having me again. I've been away for a while. In any case, my background is 30 plus years in startups and venture capital. Most recently, we had a fund here called the Elo Fund. I was investing in global opportunities. Currently, I'm gone back to, I actually recently went back to the startup world in a medical device company. That's still in stealth mode, so we won't talk about it too much right now. And for the last 5 years, I've been, in addition to all the other work that I do, I've been teaching at the 3 of the local MBA programs here in Israel, teaching entrepreneurship and venture capital. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the startups today and learning about what you guys are doing and hopefully finding ways to support you in some fashion. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Saul. Okay, and dear judges, now I would like to remind or maybe tell how to vote. Each of you have your individual voting links on your email. Click on this link and you will be redirected to our today's event page. You will see 5 logos of our startups because we have today 5 participants. Beneath each of their logo, you will see numbers from 1 till 5. 1 is the lowest mark, 5 is the highest mark. Please evaluate every startup today, and you do not need any confirmation button. If you have any questions, please write me on email or here in chat, and I will assist you with everything. And now it's the most awaited moment. Please welcome our wonderful startups. From my side, I wish our participants good luck, and I'm sure that today's companies will impress all of us. And please, Jessica.
Hi, so good luck to all the startups. I would like to call the first one. I am Robotics.
1M Robotics, just to clarify.
Sorry,
so,
1M Robotics.
No worries. So Jessica, Jennifer, and the rest of this distinguished forum, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate the opportunity. My name is Gonen Gershuni, VP Sales at 1M Robotics. Without further ado, I'll jump straight into the deck and let's get started. So please just give me a sign when you can see the deck. Great. So 1M Robotics was founded somewhere around 2 years ago with a goal in mind to transform hyper-local fulfillment. Pretty much, we're talking about rapid deliveries inside dense urban metropolitans. In a nutshell, we've seen that delivery times are getting shorter and shorter to the point where just about any type of product is expected to be delivered in way, way shorter time increments. Now, this was started back in 2012 when Amazon introduced 2-day deliveries, but has since pretty much evaporated to the point where everything is expected way, way faster. Problem is that if I want to deliver to you in the shortest time possible, I must rely on some sort of local infrastructure. We're talking about dense, urban, metropolitan city streets. To do this, traditionally, it's been done by operating from dark stores. A dark store or a local mini warehouse all rely on manual workforces, and this creates a huge challenge for organizations. First of all, it's about finding a space in a prime location. Second, paying high rental taxes and fees to authorities, municipalities. And third, it's about hiring, training, and retaining of your workforce. The average facility requires between 5 to 7 employees per shift. Now multiply that by 2-3 shifts per day and take this to a global scale, and this doesn't add up, becomes an operational nightmare. This is where we come into the picture. We have created the solution, which we call a hyperlocal fulfillment center. Now, we develop, manufacture, and ship our facilities to any point around the world by land or sea inside of standard shipping containers. I'll quickly play a video to give you a better understanding. All right, so let's quickly clarify. We have two types of solutions. The one on the left is a fully automated solution for beverage companies, pharmaceuticals, consumer electronics, etc. The solution on the right is for grocery, convenience, industrial, and other use cases. In a nutshell, we are creating 3 main levels of value. First, we're talking about a way, way smaller size form factor than traditional warehousing solutions out there. In a nutshell, we can work with anything from a few tens of square meters to 100 square meters at max. Number 2, we're incorporating automation and robotics technology to make work processes way more efficient, requiring a significantly lower workforce, if not an altogether removal of the need for the human workforce. And third, this is an off-the-shelf offering. We develop, manufacture, and ship our systems good to go. I don't need to come into a facility to develop, level the floor, build inside of it. No, I ship to you a plug-and-play solution. It can be deployed either as is inside of the standalone container, deployed anywhere, at a town, rural area, wherever, or inside any retail facility, a pop-up location, a mall, an existing store, wherever. We also have the software to accompany our technology solution because at the end of the day, we are helping mission critical operations. With our software suite, our business clients can see in real time their inventory tracking, live reporting, and live feeds on what's going on with their day-to-day operation. We already have a live deployment with Nespresso in Israel, not too far from where we're located. This is a tiny facility. We took a 30 square meter store and completely transformed it to a lights out, fully automated nano fulfillment center. In a nutshell, we're seeing that retail is really experiencing its next phase in the evolution. Transforming to hyperlocal is not a trend, it's not a nice to have. This is the new reality, and this is where everything is headed. And this is really our #1 goal. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the great presentation. Judges, I'm gonna allow for some questions. You can raise your hand if you want to ask a question. Yes, Benny.
Yeah, I'm curious about the economics. As you mentioned, could go for even small shops. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So our business model is very flexible and straightforward. It's pretty much CapEx on us, OpEx on the business client, which means they do not buy the systems from us. They pay us a rental fee. It's sort of like adopting a SaaS model for a hardware-based solution. It's very flexible and goes hand in hand with the goal of helping our customers grow and scale as fast as possible.
I have 3 questions and one very quickly. First of all, do you have revenue? Second, who is your most important investor and how much did you raise so far?
Okay. So yeah, regarding funding, we've raised $25 million to date. We've come out of stealth about 3 months ago. We are at round A stage. The leading investors that have supported us thus far are IBEX Investors, Target Global, Emerge, INT3, and we've also received some funding from the Israel Innovation Authority. We have 4 provisionals. In terms of revenues, we've got some revenues, but we're just getting started. The first commercial pilot that we're doing right now is the one being conducted with Nespresso. We've got a few more deployments coming up in Q1 of 2023 with other players such as Gorillas in Germany, Reef Technology in the United States, Coca-Cola, and a few others.
Thank you. Gaio?
Thank you, Jessica. Had a really great presentation, interesting concept. I think that the only thing that left is to speak a bit about your competitive landscape. Tell us who are your competitors, what is your competitive advantage, and etc., of course.
Yeah, good question. I'd say that there are a few points to keep in mind here. For one, we're pretty much coining a brand new category of our own. Micro-fulfillment centers are already relatively well known around the world, but again, those rely on way larger facilities along the lines of 1,000 square meters, if not larger in size, and a time frame to launch just one site at around 1 year and millions at cost. Here we're talking about a fraction of the cost, pretty much rapid delivery deployment, and also fully automated solution, which others do not do. In terms of the competitive landscape for actual nano fulfillment facilities, I would say that predominantly the competition we come up against is not another automated solution, but more manual workflows. And really that's the point of justification for investing in technology like ours. If it's a business that's operating at scale, this is where the investment in automation is critical because that's where they're hitting that wall. The unit economics stop making sense. Human error, shrinkage come into the equation, and the facility altogether that is required is way larger than what we can work with because we create a way smaller infrastructure. It's way more condensed. So that's number one. In terms of other players in the space that are somewhere along the lines, we are seeing a newcomer called Connected No Yes Technology. They're based in Germany. We're also seeing another player called really, and this is a very original name, Nano Fulfillment. That is the name of the company. Not much known about them in the world. And that's pretty much it. The Amazons of the world and the likes, they're very much focused on the larger infrastructure. I would say that they would consider us an acquisition target, not something that they would likely be developing in the next 2-3 years.
Thank you very much. Great. Thank you very much for your structured and thorough answer, and good luck to your pitching today.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Due to time limitations, we have time for one more question, but I invite the rest of the judges to write their questions in the chat so that we can continue the conversation there. So Uriah, you're next in line.
Thanks a lot. Amazing, of course. I'm just repeating what the other judges say. I would have loved a little bit more about the go-to-market, to hear, to understand a little bit more how you go into jump from Israel outside, and how do you scale something like that?
Okay, so that's it's quite a lot to cover. I'll try to make the best.
I understand. We can talk later.
No problem. I'll try to provide the best answer to my that I can. So indeed, we are focused on the global market 100%. If I'm being more specific with regards to our go-to-market strategy, current focus is on the well-established high market adoption rates of e-commerce, those being North America and Europe. So we're focused on those markets. In terms of where we deploy, typically when we set out to launch a new deployment site or facility, we provide our own dedicated staff, meaning 1M Robotics personnel, boots on the ground, FAEs, who are located for the initial deployment and sufficient integration at the customer base. Once we are done with the first phase of launch, then it's sort of like a train-the-trainer approach where we hire local talent to be there for maintenance and ongoing purposes. But again, because we are renting the system and not selling it, we're always very much hands-on. We are not operating the system, but we are there for support.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have to continue to the next startup, but I invite Mel and Sal to write their questions on the chat so that everything can be answered. I would like to invite Telecom to present their presentation.
Hello, good evening or good morning, everybody. I will share my screen with you. Just give me a sign when you see the presentation. Again, my name is Nathan Salvadori. I represent Telecom. At Telecom, we connect high definition security cameras over the cellular network. Now, do you know that, for example, all over the world, there are billions of the CCTV security cameras, and every year over 12 million cameras are installed. Now, videos is becoming more and more important, and its requirements are becoming more demanding. So there is a growing need for better and more reliable technology for the transmission of the videos. Nowadays, basically, you have three options for transmitting videos. You can place cameras, and then either you connect them to fiber optic cables. This is maybe the most robust solution and the most reliable, but it's also the most expensive. And most importantly, it requires planning ahead. Sometimes you need to dig underground, place the cables, you need the permit for the municipality. This takes a long time. The second option could be microwave, but here the limitation would be that you need the line of sight and you don't have access to it everywhere. And the third option, it's the cellular network. Now, this is a very good option because today almost everywhere you have access to a cellular network. Let's think about our cell phones. Everywhere we go, we have access to the network. But there is a problem. There is a limited bandwidth. So when you want to transmit a video, then sometimes the video can get blocked when you transmit over the cellular network. So to sum it up, this is the situation. We have cables that are maybe the most quality and robust solution. And then at the end of the diagram, we have the easiest solution that could be over the cellular network. But again, it's not so robust. Telecom is exactly here. We have developed a solution that can be plug and play and that enables you to connect over the cellular network and transmit video in a robust way. So think about video surveillance. The main problem of video surveillance is that you cannot lose a frame. And the most important thing in video surveillance is that you are able to see a video and the video has continuity. Once you lose one frame or you have one black frame, let's suppose that you have, I don't know, you have a smart city system in place in a town or in a city, and you detect someone robbing a bank, but you lose the frame of with the face of the robber. Now it's like not having the video surveillance. So you need to have continuity in the video. So our model does exactly that. What do? We have a smart algorithm that does two things. First of all, it creates a statistical model of the capacity of the bandwidth on the cellular network. So we know what's the behavior of the bandwidth during every day and along the day. And then we predict also, we have a statistical model of the behavior of the cameras that react to the object and the moving of the objects and what they capture. So we match the two statistical models together, and we're able to fit all the packets of the video streams within the cellular bandwidth, okay? So instead of having a peak in the bandwidth, so the video streams are blocked, the peak is reduced and we just transmit the average. This is our go-to-market. Now we're deploying in smart cities and in remote sites, ports or offshore sometimes. We're doing this locally in Israel, in the municipality of Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. And we're about to deploy it very soon abroad as well, in the Emirates. Our idea to scale up and to expand globally would be to approach the cellular network, to embed our software within the cellular network themselves. And then in the future, what we see, the automotive industry. Think about automotive driving. We're going to be needing, if people are going to be driving cars remotely even, we're going to need a lot of cameras. And to have access for transmitting those video cameras over the cellular network is going to be very important, and we're going to be able to do that. So to sum it up, this is Telecom. We're established, we are in our headquarters in Tel Aviv, and we are backed by venture capital called SIBF here in Israel. And thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the great presentation. Judges, now it's your turn. Leon, I see that you raised your hand first.
So it's very interesting. I have a question about cost addition. I mean that when you add cellular, you add some cost. And how to compare, I mean, recurrent cost against, for example, cable that you pay, the put cable and no cost anymore. So how are you dealing with this stuff with your customers?
Yes, to be frank, the recurring cost that it's more an unknown would be the cost for the data. And this varies from country to country. So if you're taking, for example, locations such as Dubai, the data there is much more expensive than in India. So this is the only question mark and the only cost that it can vary according to from location to location. Then for the rest, it's just about the software. And most of the cost was about the development of the software. Now that the software is ready and we're able to deploy it, that's most of the cost that we have incurred already.
Thank you. Uriah, you're next.
Hi, Nathan. What would be the barriers that you could find? I mean, I understand the deployment has launched. That's great. And I understand the whole solution, but I was curious, what would be the barriers? Because you're talking about different areas, different type of operators.
I think that in order to scale up, we don't want to deal solely with the end customers and go from facility to facility. The idea is to go to the OEMs, to the Cellcom in Israel, Motorola, or Verizon in the United States, to understand what's our software and embed our software within their modems, within their routers. So this is maybe just makes it a longer cycle of an agreement when you deal with such a company or such a big corporation. But that's the idea, to scale up, to go to this big corporation and embed our software there and together with them. And then in order to be able to scale up much faster.
Gotcha. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Benny.
Hi, thanks for the presentation. It's very interesting. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about the addressable market that you're targeting here.
So yes, I didn't mention this given the time restrictions. As of now, of course, as I said, we're active in Israel. We're about to proceed with the pilot in the next week or two in the Emirates. That once will be successful, we'll be deploying. And then we have a partnership already, a signed partnership in Italy with the leading utility company A2A. And they also provide smart city camera solutions. So we are about to deploy from the beginning of 2023 in Italy as well. And from there, we plan to expand in the rest of Europe and North America.
Sorry, just to clarify a bit beyond the geography itself. I mean, is there a specific profile for the target customers that you have in mind?
So yeah, as of now, the primary target is a smart city, and maybe location that need the cameras, but they not necessarily have the access to fiber optic cables. So they need a reliable camera. So an example for this would be a port, okay, or an offshore facility that can have some cellular network maybe, but to come and install now fiber optic cables, it's too costly and complicated. So remote facilities or remote facility and smart city.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much, Nathan. It was a great presentation, and thank you for the judges of the questions.
Thanks for having me.
I would like to call the next startup, Velo. The floor is yours.
Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, perfect. So very nice to meet you all. So we had a good intro before that. So very nice to meet you. My name is Ari. I'm the CEO of Velo. Velo is a SaaS company focused on retail. I think one of the guys over here had show a little bit of the pain. So I'll continue from here. So I guess most of you have experienced online shopping, and I know how frustrating it is when you try to order something online, but you get it just 5-7 days later. You have maybe an event the same day, or you want to go out with your friend, and the same shirt that you ordered takes at least 1 week to get to you. So we came and we had the thought, how can we improve that? And we saw the Amazon model. Amazon is delivering next day in the US and some places around the world. But if we are looking at other fashion retailers, the average time it's 5 to 7 days. We say, how can we make this a competition? So from our understanding, we thought, why is not delivering directly from stores? Because if we take Zara, for example, they have thousands of stores, and they are mostly located in populated areas, and why not delivering from there? So the reason today deliveries from the stores are not enabled is because of the live inventory accuracy go from 60 to 65% on accuracy, while in warehouses are in between 85 to 90%. Now, in order to do delivery directly from the stores, you need to have at least 90% live inventory accuracy. With Velo today, we have managed to increase that from 64% on average to 95.8% on average, the live inventory accuracy, which put us in a different game. We are now able to really turn store into a fulfillment center. Today, we implement our technology into retailers, and we managed to turn each store that is working with us by our technology, connecting everything seamlessly into a selling point and to a fulfillment point. We are today connected with over 6 delivery companies that are doing the delivery for us. We're using local delivery services. The opportunity that it come to us is when we take a unique approach of delivery, and we use a based infrastructure today, and we turn each store into a fulfillment center that can deliver, instead of 5 to 7 days, to 1 day and even 2 hours. In terms of our business model, I'll jump to it. We managed to save up to 50% of the delivery cost for retailers, and we managed to reduce the times, as I said, to at least 1 day of delivery. So far, we have managed to work with over 70 clients here in Israel. We are now approaching into the US. We have managed to hit $500,000 on ARR in less than 3 months of operation. We are working with a few large branches here in Israel, and we are expecting in the first quarter of 2023 to have our first customer in the US. We are now raising $2 million, and that's it. I don't know how much time do I have. They said 5 minutes, so I'm trying to do as much as fast as I can. I can talk all day.
Thank you so much, Ari.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. I'll now open it up for questions. Judges. Oh, wait. Benny. Oh, did I see a hand raised or?
Yeah, no, I had raised my hand. Yeah, I was just wondering, you gave some numbers around the ARR and a number of customers. So could you maybe tell us a little bit about the onboarding process for those customers? How long is that cycle, and what are the investments you need to make to get them successful?
Yeah, so absolutely. So our software is basically being implemented into the website of the store. We are synchronize everything simultaneously in the same time. We know exactly what happens in each store, that when you order something from, let's say you go to Zara, you buy something, you don't really see anything from us. We just know where you are at, and based on that location, we will be able to connect it with the nearest store to you, connect it to our courier partner that will be delivered to your doorsteps in just a few hours. So the onboarding itself for the store is just implementing our solution into their website. It usually takes less than 24 hours to be onboarded with our platform. We do have integration to the POSs of the store, and we also have integration to the website fully operating and working today.
And is that process similar in every geography, or is there any difference as you enter new markets?
So the only thing that is changes between market to market is the fact that we need to work with other courier and delivery services. So for example, here in Israel, we are working with 4 delivery companies, and in the US, we have an agreement now with DHL, UPS, and DoorDash to do deliveries for us. So yeah, that's quite it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we're going to continue with the next startup, Multicol.
Hi, everyone. Do I have a share screen? Okay. Hello, everyone. We are Multicol. We are a new generation behavioral voice biometrics. According to the national, wait a minute, I have just a sec. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
We cannot hear you. We heard echo. Please switch off any of your devices. I guess there are 2. We still cannot hear you.
Maria, is it possible for you to unmute him?
No, for me, no. I just can ask to unmute.
Okay.
Maybe it's related to the behavioral voice biometrics. It's just a catch.
Or maybe we can proceed to the 5th startup.
Yeah, I
Still can hear echo. So Jessica, what do you think about the next startup?
Okay, sure. We can start with the next startup and try again after. Okay, so Picky. I hope I'm not surprising you.
Hi, everybody. It's okay. We're ready. So please let us share the screen, please.
Multical, please stop sharing your screen. I have put settings, please start up Piki, share your screen right now. Okay, good luck, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So thank you very much. We are very excited to be here. My name is Omer, together with Zizar. We are two out of the three co-founders of Piki, established about 2.5 years ago. And we are now in a seed round after raising our pre-seed about a year ago. Our mission is to improve workers' productivity within the supply chain. And we are targeting the e-commerce and online logistics market, which is valued by more than $460 billion, where there are two major pains there. First, there's a workforce shortage. Becoming a picker is not a profession. It's not your life career. And there is always a tension between productivity and the accuracy, meaning the faster you walk, then you will probably make more errors, and you would like to avoid these errors, then you will have to walk slower, meaning more money, because you need more walkers and you can be less productive. So what you ask your workers is to be faster, you ask them to perform error-free tasks, and you need the minimal training in order to make a very fast onboarding. And this is where we come. The hand vision is a solution for workers because it makes their hands a source of data. We do it with our smart wristband, which you can see here. It's an Android-based, but what is more important is the sensor here beneath, which uses a camera. And from this perspective, we can see all hand actions or interactions with objects. So we can understand the items that you interact with, and most important, all the actions that you made and the change of locations of them. So let's see how it looks like. So imagine now you are a professional picker in a grocery, you have a task of picking a certain items, which you can see them on the left side of the screen. And we have to make sure that you're actually picking the correct items and if you're putting them in the correct shopping cart. So in the middle, you see what the hand sees or actually what our algorithm sees. And what is important that after you scan an item or you pick it, we can actually validate that this item is in your hand. One of the most common errors is picking items without scanning them or scanning items and picking others. And the second validation is you took an item and you put it in the correct shopping cart. Another common error is for multi-cart shopping. You put the item for the incorrect customer, which wins a free item. Here, for example, if there is an error in real time, we can have a notification for that, which is very valuable to the picker in order to make sure that he returns the item to the correct place. So it's a data-driven solution. It controls the entire picking session and makes the hands a source of data. If we compare ourselves to existing solutions now on the manual picking, so there are handheld scanners or wearable, but all of them, the only data they can provide is a scan. It's a timestamp and scanning. They cannot validate the action. So if someone scans an item without picking it, they don't have a notification for that. And if it's put in the incorrect position, they don't know that. And on top of that, nothing is documented. We can document the entire picking session. And then if there is a customer complaint, we can go back to these events and see whether these items are picked or not. So after the first presentation, we asked, okay, if there are many problems with workers, now why not switch to automated solutions? So automated are not fully automated because there are always human in between. For example, in goods to persons sites, there are human who stock items, there are human who pick items. All of them may do errors, all of them work slower, and we have to make them work faster, more accurate, and we have to document. Even in those fulfillment centers, which you can find some arms or other solutions, again, there are human in between. But on top of that, all these automated solutions are very limited in their scenario. In the supply chain, you need flexibility. There are different scenarios, different items. It always changes. And if you have the discretion of humans together with an AI system which backs them up, then you actually get into optimized level of your supply chain. And finally, it's a matter of cost effective. automated solutions are more expensive, and if you just provide as a wearable with the price of which is equivalent to a terminal, then you actually have a very low expenses for this task. At Piki or the hand vision, now we are switching from pilot mode to sales. This is the phase of the company. We are focused on e-commerce and logistics mainly, where our sweet spot, meaning working faster, more accurate, and also with our robotic sites. And down the road, we go to also to groceries. If you would like to summarize, and before answering the questions, first, it's a huge market. The e-commerce and online logistics market is more than $460 billion. Second, these are the major pains that we are addressing with the human factor, and we provide them with the AI system in order to make them work faster and more accurate. And the third advantage of us, it's a very cost-effective, very flexible solution, which is needed in this market. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the great presentation. I already see some hands raised. So Gaio, you can go first.
Thank you, Jessica. A really nice interactive presentation. But what I have seen, it really appeals to everybody, especially for being the person who works in the fashion industry and seeing that you have clients among the fashion industry. Would you be kind to elaborate? Do you have some kind of a pre-contracts, and what is generally your traction? You know, is it supported by newly negotiated contract with potential clients? And what's your current state? Can you share your revenue cost model, or at least revenue model, if it's possible?
So first, the revenue model, we started with a kind of a setup fee, which is equivalent to the cost of this device. Actually, we're agnostic to any kind of device. It can be any kind of Android device, which we always use our clip, the sensor and beneath. And then we charge a monthly fee, depends on the data actually we provide. It can be a very small data acquisition, like a documenting scanner, or something which actually improve the entire supply chain or the entire cycle of interaction with objects. In this phase, we actually had some pilots with e-commerce and fashion companies here in Israel, also with a TPL in the United States called Chibo. It's a 1.5 billion company with 30 sites, increasing their portfolio as well. There we actually, what we demonstrated is a decrease in picking time of between 20 to 40%, which is a huge money for them, meaning more deliveries per day and less workforce needed for the same task that they need today. The next step is working with integrators mainly, meaning those who have their TPLs or have their customers with their management system. The moment we integrate with these WMS or integrators, then we can automatically integrate with their customers. This is the best way to go to market, the best way to scale up our services. I think that it's very simple to understand that all these customers or all these sales funnels that we demonstrated, they all suffer the same pains, meaning they would like their workers to work faster without errors, but they know that they have a kind of a glass ceiling for all of them. And in order to change this optimization of workers within the supply chain, they need this new technology, which actually controls the hands, make the hands a source of data, and then it's a new way to optimize your workforce in the supply chain.
Thank you very much for your comprehensive answer. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Leon?
Yeah, from your presentation, I'm a little bit getting confused. You show the video about consumer market, and you were talking about B2B enterprise market. So actually, what is your market strategy?
Oh, thank you. Maybe I had to explain it in the beginning. You are a professional picker. For example, Instacart picks about 1 million shopping carts in the US every day. They use more than 500,000 pickers. DoorDash as well, they're picking items like the other, one of the colleagues before mentioned. So a professional picker has the same problems of in the supply chain. So it's not a B2C, it's a totally B2B. Our customers can be supermarkets or retail chains, like we spoke with Breve or Tesco, very initial discussions, but they need the solution. And of course, all these players in the e-commerce or the TPL, which actually this is our low-hanging fruit customer, meaning that we'll target them first. So it's not a B2C, it's a totally B2B solution.
Okay, thank you. Should be clear.
Thank you. And thank you. And last but not least, Mel.
Hi, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Hi, okay. It's easy to understand the market and the need, the pain. My question is, do you anticipate any kind of difficulties in implementing this? Do you think workers everywhere in the world would be willing to wear this if they had to?
So thank you. I think it's a very good question because our approach is bottom up, meaning first, it's a very good device, it's a wearable device. You have all the orders on the screen. And as a walker, you don't want to make errors. You would like to walk faster. So if you have a system that actually provides you with the order on what you have to do, and then helps you to walk faster and more accurate, then actually you like it. And then as a manager of these walkers, you have the data. So our system is a kind of a seamless data stream system, which of course is the benefit of the chain, but first the walker has to like it. So anyhow, he uses a scanner, he may use another wearable, but all these scanners actually do not support this walker in order to work more efficient and with less errors. So what we believe first, the walkers should like it. And for our observations from our pilots, yes, the walkers needed this solution and liked it because again, it helped them in their shift in the walking.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we will move now again to multi-call. I hope that now everything will go smoothly. And thank you again, Piku. Multi-call, can you unmute yourself?
Just change the deck. 1 sec. Hi, sorry for the laptop issues. We got a new one. Hi, we're multi-call, new generation behavioral voice biometrics. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in 2020, every day about 32 people died in drunk driving crashes. That's 1 person every 45 minutes. And that's in the US alone. And it's a 40% increase from 2019. Now, of course, we need a better way to address this problem. We need a better way to authenticate people, drivers in general, and we need also to verify their physiological and emotional state. Now, these drivers drove their own cars or rented cars, but nobody knew they're under the influence. I don't want to be on the opposite side on the traffic, nor my children, nor anyone's. So multi-call guarantees that it's not just the right person, but also he's in the right condition to drive for that matter. So what we do, we actually provide the next generation protection for people. And the challenge is that today's authentication is agnostic to physiological and emotional states, meaning if you are drunk or under the influence of medication, drugs, you are tired, and you have a key for your car or for your safe or for your home, you can still open it, which is not good. So our solution can stand alone, or it can also be as one layer from multi-factor authentication. For example, if you have something you are like a fingerprint, you are authenticating with with card or something like a password, or maybe somewhere you are as a GPS location. We say, okay, you are now authenticated, but now we will tailor the permissions according to your physiological and emotional state. We can also do the authentication from end to end. We can also do the authentication ourselves and then tailor the permissions accordingly. So the general outline for our solution is that we do a pre-processing, we do the voice analysis, and we do the authorization and permissions accordingly. Now, we're one of the few startups or companies in the world that we don't throw the background noises. We actually use that. We want to know where the person is authenticated from. So it's very important to us not to throw it. We do the pre-processing and then the voice analysis, but we can verify that you are in a car, or maybe you are in an airport or in your home, etc. This is very important to defeat deep fake and anomalies. So our unique value proposition is that we are non-intrusive. We do continuous authentication, meaning that it's not a session open. Once you're authenticated, you would be authenticated, let's say, for 1 hour. No, we still check with you every now and then, and we make sure it's you that you're authenticated. For example, if a drunk driver gives his friend to authenticate, he can't afterwards drive the car. He needs to authenticate himself, so that we won't let a sober man to authenticate and give a drunk driver to drive the car. We also work online and offline. This is very helpful because, for example, in some places, in secure facilities, you have by design no internet connection, and maybe you're just skiing in the Alps where you don't have any network connection, but you still want to access your files, your sensitive data. So we also offer the offline solution. We're, of course, passwordless and contactless, which is very important in the COVID era and post-COVID era. The main differentiator is that we do deep and fake detection. Some solutions request that you enroll with a sentence and then repeat that sentence. The problem is that if repeating the same sentence, you can copy and record and replay the sentence itself. So we do that by challenging you each time with a different sentence. No other sentence is like the other. So if someone records you, that's okay. Next time it will be another sentence and he can't be authenticated, he or she. We detect, of course, the emotional and physiological states. Currently, we are working on drunkenness and fatigue, but there are more. There are like stress and other physiological states. We work in noisy environment. Other solutions can't do that because their solution is that they just compare the voice waves, which is not a good idea. We do it in a different way. We are immune to hoarse throat and coughing, and we use some algorithms like zero trust and zero knowledge proof technologies. We believe that we are in a blue ocean because we are application critical, and we do the behavioral and emotional authentication. There are other companies. Some of them are very big. Nuance was acquired by Microsoft like 8 months ago for $19 billion. There are other companies in that area, but we do the behavioral and emotional authentication. And we know it works. We run more than 1 million tests. We are exceeding the 99.6% accuracy. The market size in general, the TAM, is for the whole global biometric market is about to exceed $68 billion in 2025. From that, the voice biometrics, which is the fastest biometric growing, is about to get around 6 billion in 2028. There are many use cases, of course, from call centers to finance and banking, personal devices, etc. Our go-to-market, we are B2B. Our offering is SaaS. Our potential clients are identity management like Okta, Secure Transmit. We are in the background, and personal device manufacturers. We are actually talking to some of them. And the price, of course, is per transaction if it's online, or per license if it's offline. And we have the right A-team to do that. I'm Edi Nivoani, the CEO. I'm the dreamer. And Ofer Atzmon is my co-founder. He's the biz wizard. We have Erez Kedim sitting next to me. He's our CTO. He's the enabler. He makes everything work. Leo Berman is our scientific advisor. He's the voiceologist, we call him. And Dan Strauss sits in the advisory board. He's the great advisor. So we raised up until now about $500,000. We graduated 3 accelerators, and we have some POCs running. Still, we haven't got any paying customers yet, but we are applying now for the Israel Innovation Authority, and we hope we continue with the POCs to get clients. This is our
Thank
roadmap.
you so much.
Thank you.
The time is we're a bit off the time, so I'll have to
okay.
stop you here.
Thank you very much.
I'm opening the platform for the judges. So Mel, would you like to start?
Yes, thank you. I would like to hear a little bit more about your technology. If your algorithms can already distinguish all kind of altered states, among people with different voices, backgrounds, languages, male and female around the world, or summing up, against which databases did you train your algorithms?
Yes, it's a good question. Yes, we do that. We actually have like two prototypes, actually three, one offline, two online, one on personal devices, the other is the SaaS. We do differentiate between female, like everyone, not just female, male, young, old, we from different nationalities, we do that. This is the 99.6 accuracy. And in drunkenness, we are now about like 75%. We can authenticate people. Yeah. And the data sets, we use like multiple data sets. Some of them are on proprietary, and some we like use the open ones, and we bought some. So this is how we train our machine.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Benny?
Yes, thank you. Super interesting technology. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about your commercial plans. I mean, you talked about providers like Okta. So what's your go-to-market? Where do you see you can monetize it in a optimal way?
Yeah, actually, we are talking with several companies, some of them like our car manufacturers, but as entering these verticals can take many years, like some like Okta, they are already there, and we give them our solution, our voice solution, and some companies that are working already with Okta are also we have POCs with them. So like Okta offers a variety of solutions how you want to authenticate. One of them is the SaaS with multi-call, and we like Okta pays us and they get the money from the customers.
So is that your main business model? Is that kind of an OEM sell-through kind of licensing agreement?
Yes, that is. It's a SaaS and then per license. If it's a offline solution, we have POCs with giant personal devices manufacturer. So that, yeah, it would be per license there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Gaio?
Thank you, Jessica. Hi there. Really strong, firm presentation. I must say, easy to follow and straightforward. You put almost all the details that are like part of one story, and visualizational part is also great. My question concerned, because you said that you graduated on 3 different acceleration programs. What was the value of each program to the developmental part of your product? Not just in sense of product development, but also in terms of financial assistance, mentorship, and your commercialization of the project.
Okay, that's a good one. The first one, Sigma Labs, is from Sarona Group. They connected us with Hyundai, Huawei, Samsung, the giant companies. We have now POCs with them. It takes time with like giant companies, so like we still in the process. The left, it's for the 8200. It's an Israeli intelligence unit in the army. It's very strong. They gave us some of the strongest people we have in the team. It's from there. And the last one actually is now a Quantum Hub, which also, once again, they connected us also with Hyundai from another perspective, and with some other companies like TechTube. They have a call center. They want to make sure that people that are talking to call centers, they are the right persons and they are in the right mood. They are not depressed or maybe angry and want to leave the service, stuff like that. So yeah, they continue connecting us with customers, and some of them want, if the POCs goes well, they also want to invest in the company. So it's like both ways.
What was the time frame between each acceleration program that you participate in? Have you been part of each simultaneously, or like within the roadmap, you finished with one, graduated, and then moving forward with the other?
Yeah, the first two were adjacent. Really, like I went to one, and and the offer went to the other one. And the third one actually was this year. We grew up. We already have our prototype. In the beginning, we didn't have a prototype. Now we have a prototype. So like we showed them, and it was like, it was more difficult to get accepted to this accelerator. And once they saw that, we met Hyundai once again, and we offered them a new deal. And from there, now we're in Quantum. We actually now also, it's not an accelerator, it's called the 365 Scale-Up. It's from Sarona Partners. Now we have like many mentors from EMC, Qualcomm, you name it.
So one additional question that goes within the first one: how far you went with your IP? Are you in the process of registering your patent, and what's going on? Yeah,
exactly. We actually have about we want to register about like 10 patents, but currently due to lack of money, resources, we are doing just 2. But yeah, we have more in process. So we are now registering 2, but we have 8 in the stack. 8 more in the stack.
Thank you very much for kind and thorough answer, and good luck with your future endeavor.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the startups that have pitched. You guys did a fantastic jobs, and the judges asked quite difficult questions. You all did very well. Maria, I'm handing you the torch.
Thank you. Congratulations to our participants. Wonderful pitches. In the admin panel, I can see now that not every one of our judges voted. Please finish your voting. You will have maybe 2 minutes. And for those who have already done it, feel free to share your opinion of today's pitches. No one wants?
Yeah, I can say something. This is Gary. It was encouraging to see everything from a company that's raised $25 million to early stage companies. So, having worked in Israel with Israeli companies since the late 90s, I've seen incredible technologies come out. But again, it's like having a Ferrari in the garage. You can all have a Ferrari in your garage, but if nobody sees it, it's still a Ferrari for you. The key is getting the Ferrari to come out, driving around the neighborhood. But the most important thing is, can you win Formula One? So that's the key. And it's not just the key in Israel, it's all over the world. It's how do we get to that magic spot to be able to turn a company into a unicorn? So I think there's incredible technologies. I mean, the other thing is, for some of you that are out there, the marketing and sales business development experience is critically important. One thing about Americans that we're really good at is marketing. We can turn a stone and turn it into something magical. So think about that. And I know some of my other friends are here that from all over the planet, and many of them voice the same opinion. But, the name of my company is GSD for a reason. And I got that from working in Israel, which is get shit done. That's it. Good job.
Thank you, Gary. You're always inspiring.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm ready to announce the winner. I'm closing the voting, waiting for 3 seconds. And I will start with the third place. Third place goes to Telecom. Congratulations. And second place goes to Multi-Call Voice Biometrics. And the winner of the unicorn pitches in Israel is 1M Robotics. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for your pitches. I wish you all good luck.
Congratulations to you guys.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.
Congrats, everyone.
Congrats. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone, for
Bye,
joining.
Jennifer.
Bye.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You all
Thank
Bye,
you.
good
Jessica.
winter holidays.
Bye.
Bye, Maria.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.